about time.
We should see if we can drink these before the thing's over.
So cold and carbonated.
It may never happen. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Not a Problem Podcast. I am Jake. And I think that's Nick.
Not introducing myself. If you've watched, you know who I am.
I am Jake. This is episode 14.
14.
Episode 1-4. And if you know me, you know that I like to talk really low and get uncaffeinated about it.
Uncaffeinated?
Uncaffeinated about it.
Yeah, he was a little, what is it? Like, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
Sleepy?
Yeah, but like, you were like judging the way you talk.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
I just felt really, hey, everybody.
Groggy.
What's up, Nick?
Monotone.
How you doing? Yeah, I agree with that point that you made there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, it's all good. We had a little coffee around 2 p.m.
I had a Red Bull before you got there because I had one left over from the other day.
Did you know?
Chugged it. 100 and whatever milligrams of caffeine straight to the brain.
Dude, the Red Bull looks pretty similar to this High Noon.
Very, very similar, yeah. Same size, basically, I think.
They just cut it at an angle, and they went blue, blue, white, white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So, what is up?
What's up? That like button's up, babies. Oh, God, I said babies. That like button is up, baby. So if you happen to like this, stop before we go any further and just, push it. Just
push the like button.
Just push it.
Push the subscribe button.
If you see that Philadelphian bell up there, push it too.
Put the bell notification on to be belled when we upload once every month or two.
Right now we're doing good. But right now we're on a roll, right? We're on a roll.
We're not quite caught up, but we're going to be catching up in the next year or so. So keep up the...
No, I think we're 2 episodes behind on... not behind, but like...
Three, because we have 11, 12, and 13 that aren't posted. So
either way, if you are already subscribed, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I think we just gained a couple last week, just off.
Yeah, you said like what?
Off of the upload. We're not going to announce the number. It's like less than 100. But
I think we gained about
less than 100.
Few,
I'm telling you, it's
tens. Like it's a multiple of. It's people. It's not one person. It's not 2.
It's not 99.
But it's not 100, and it's not 50, but it's more than 2 or 3.
Yeah. Gosh, way too much info. We
only gained like 5.
Tens of 5s.
You start somewhere.
Tens of 5s. No, I'm happy. We're climbing. Each video has a little bit more views than the last time. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, dude. And when people are like streaming and shit, and they're talking about how they have like a low viewer count and stuff, just imagine 15 people behind you watching you do whatever you're doing. So you're playing video games on Twitch or whatever. Imagine 12 people all behind you watching you play.
That
would be fucking kind of like a lot of pressure, a lot of people, but you don't really think of it when it's all online. So same with this. There's 16 or whatever people subscribed or all the views. That's a lot of people when you think about it.
Yeah, now we have 99 more viewers.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
99 and a bitch ain't one. Dude, today was a big day, though, right?
Yeah, Mikayla, my fiancée, had her walking ceremony for her bachelor's degree from USF, and it's a year late due to COVID, but hey, I'm glad they did it. Thank you, USF, for doing that. It was really, it was awesome. It was quick because there wasn't a lot of graduates, but we kind of like that. Less traffic.
Was there 100 people, you think? Maybe 75?
Maybe like sub 100 or maybe... Yeah, it had to be sub 100. Mm-hmm. But then maybe it looked like less just because there were so many empty seats. So maybe there could have been 100. But, I mean, the ceremony lasted 30 minutes. It usually lasts like at least an hour to 2 hours.
Yeah, altogether it was a 1 hour thing, which was so nice.
Mm-hmm. And we got in and out.
Let's do that from now on.
Mm-hmm.
If you run graduations at colleges or high schools, let's do that from now on.
quick ceremonies.
Let's move right or wrong.
Nobody wants to be there for a long time. What? Right or wrong?
Let's move right or wrong, baby.
Right or wrong.
If you're right, if you're wrong, let's go. Let's move right along.
Let's move. Oh, there you go. You said it right there. But yeah, congrats, Mikayla.
Congrats, Mikayla.
I know you're listening and watching, so you'll see this. So you graduated today, but it's going to be like 2 years before you see this episode. So hope you remember this day.
It's like we're in a time capsule.
You look beautiful. Yeah, exactly. People watch this way into the future.
Look how young they were back in the day.
Nick doesn't have his mustache anymore. That's what they're going to be saying.
Or his legs.
Or my legs. Oh, no. No, I'll always have these legs.
I'll always have these getaway sticks.
Getaway sticks.
Getaway sticks. That's what they're called.
These are logs.
Logs.
You have sticks.
Oh, whatever. Getaway trunks. Getaway trees.
I always used to like Trunks in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Trunks?
I couldn't get into that show.
No?
No.
I get it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's overrated, but it probably is in some way overrated. People, fanatics about it and stuff, but I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Didn't they eat those little grape things or something for their energy? And they were like...
What are they called? They're called something beans.
Kind of weird.
I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, dude, it's also weird that, like... they shoot energy beams out of their hands and shit.
The community's screaming what it is. They're like, they're these! These!
There's something beans. I just don't know what they're exactly called.
Someone listening is losing their mind.
Watch.
Type it in the chat if you know what it is.
Watch this. Zenzu beans.
Dragon Ball beans.
Zenzu beans. Yeah.
Zenzu beans.
They look like a little green bean.
They looked like grapes when I would remember it in my brain from 1,000 years ago.
From your brain?
Yeah.
One will make you full for 10 days.
Ooh.
That's like the bread from Lord of the Rings, but even better.
It's like a diet pill.
Because that bread from Lord of the Rings was super dense. Like, you didn't need a lot at all.
Wait, the stuff that Smeagol threw off the rock?
Yeah, and then blamed on Sam for eating.
So that's probably a book detail.
Oh, like how much? Like, yeah, there's probably much more detail into that bread, but this one bean will make you full for 10 days.
But I just watched The Lord of the Rings last month, and they didn't talk about how long it satiated you for.
No. Not in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they did. They just said, like, actually, no, I feel like they did. Because they gave him the bread, and they showed it to him, and they were like, you know, don't eat too much of this. This will keep you full for blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like they mentioned it, you know?
That is your brain stitching together the script you want to see.
It definitely 100% is most likely that.
I just thought, I mean, they never really give you a clear idea of how long they're traveling for. I'm guessing it's a couple of weeks, maybe like 10 or...
What, to Mordor? Like their walk?
All right. Maybe
you really think?
All right. Let's be real. I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say it's 6 to 13 days.
Their whole trip? I feel like it was months. Years, actually.
I mean, they don't lose much weight. They just look crazier and dirtier.
It's a movie. They're not going to focus on people losing weight on
That's
this
what
journey.
Tom Hanks did for Castaway.
That's about one man on an island for years, not in a large scale movie with 20 characters that they got to focus on. That had one character in it and a volleyball.
Well, that makes me feel like it was less than a month for sure. One character in a volleyball.
I mean, hey, I love that movie.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to read this, and color of cream. It doesn't really say about like how long it keeps you full, but you know, the loaf was blessed. That's what it said. The loaf was blessed.
It done been blessed. If you get that reference, you're badass.
What do you say?
It done been blessed.
It's pretty fucking stupid.
Pre-blessed food.
It's pretty stupid.
Imagine going to the store and buying pre-blessed food so you don't have to pray over it before you eat.
Like a rabbi already blessed it for you?
Yeah. They have whole teams that pray over food. They bless it for you so you don't have to waste your time.
Can you mass pray food? Like,
dude, I'm sure some
like if you're
do.
can you just pray at the farm over the crops and then it's blessed already, so when you make stuff out of the crops, it's already blessed food?
Right, but what if between when the person at the farm blesses it and the amount of time that it takes to get into someone's belly, Satan takes over the cow?
I was going to say the devil. Okay, so why can't a rabbi or whatever go on TV and just bless all the world's food?
Everyone, tune in at 11 p.m. Central. We're going to bless all of your cows and your food.
It's like New Year's Eve, but it's blessing day, where it's just one guy going like, I bless all the food on planet Earth. Thank you, everyone.
Hell yeah.
Eat healthy for the year. And everything is now blessed for the rest of the year.
Everybody feels good. No inflammation.
Yup. Dude, why can't we just do that?
I guess we're starting a cult.
Let's start a live stream where we bless food for people through live stream.
Ooh,
oh, my God.
There's our niche.
That's cool. I don't think we can legally do that.
Not a problem by day. Food blessers by night.
Food blessers.
Dear Lord, I want you to take this food, and I want you to rid it of its fatness.
I want you to bless the fuck out of it. Amen.
Do you know anything about, like, I don't know, like big church or like anything?
Like religion?
Not religion, but if you had to fake a prayer right now that was in front of 2,000 people, what would you do?
I would do that one that all the kids do. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Yeah.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, that it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread. Or forgive us our trespasses.
Cool. Now be a little more original on your own. Come on. Think of something.
Like a prayer?
Heavenly Father, we'll come to you today.
Oh, you want me to be a preacher?
And on behalf of this dog, we bless his dog food, and we bless all of the dog poops that he eats of all of his little dog friends. Blessed be his water, and blessed be his dentistics. And upon all else things, Father, bless his little doggy bed.
And his doggy paws.
And the doggy balls that he will lick.
Just kidding. We're cutting them off next week. Amen.
Amen. Oh, Lord. And the dog, like, falls back. Dude, my dogs, any opportunity they get, if a crotch of one of the other dogs, I have 3 dogs. If any of them lands in front of the face of the other one, they're going to go.
And sniff it.
They're going to lick it, dude.
Oh, that was a good sound effect, dude.
Oh, it's so annoying.
We don't need a soundboard. We just make the noises on our own.
Leroy Jenkins. That's my favorite.
What other sounds can we do instead of the soundboard that we can do?
Oh, baby, a triple.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What else?
Ooh.
Oh, the Minecraft. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And they just changed the podcast episode.
Oh, fuck.
We lost him. Oohing into the mic.
Ooh. 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 There you go. Just take those out, sample them, and then that's our soundboard.
Yeah, we need some jankily bones to hang and dangle.
Click. And then like a match, like a for the creeper.
A real bomb. A real bomb. Dude, while we were at that graduation today, I saw a guy stand up and he walks down back towards the back of the rows and he cuts across at like 5th to last row and then he walks back up and he's just walking in circles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's doing there, but I just thought to myself, what if he had a BOMB? We'd all be just,
what if he's scoping out the place and just
yeah, he's like, okay. All right, here we go.
No! Oh, I'm cutting that out.
Oh, no, you're not.
We're going silent there, dude. We're going radio and video silent there for a sec. Welcome back, everyone.
Some elevator music.
So, Lord of the Rings. No, just kidding. Dragon Ball Z, 10 things about Zensu beans. They can regrow arms and teeth.
So interesting.
They can't cure disease. They can't heal scars, but they can grow back an arm, but they can't heal scars. Not even the gods know about them.
Because the scars they're talking about are mental.
Nothing can heal my mental scars. They can't. They taste like fish. They can work even after being chewed by someone else. So you can Zensu bean swap. That's a new porn gonna come out. And then their effects are instantaneous. It only takes seconds for a character's wounds to disappear and their energy to return. Oh.
Do they say anything about calling your doctor if your erection lasts longer than 4 hours? Because I imagine a Zensu bean goes instant boner. You feel good. You're full. Immediately.
Imagine having to fight like a Dragon Ball Z fight with a rock hard cock.
You're running in,
holding your cock,
sword in one hand, dagger amongst your loins.
God. Are we reading this one?
Oh no. Yeah, what does it say?
Pokemon, 10 things about Ash Ketchum that make no sense.
His name.
The many years of a 10-year-old.
That's true.
He's always 10 years old.
That's true.
Ash used amnesia? What?
I think the kid is just stuck in a dream.
You think so?
Probably.
Oh, he would... Who's that Dadamon? He doesn't have a dad.
Was that a pun they threw in there?
Right, yeah. Who's that Dadamon? Yo, that's pretty good.
No.
That's pretty good,
Pokemon possession.
Bro.
Do you think
Pokemon possession?
Do Pokemon reproduce?
Where do all the Pokemon come from?
Is there a similar one besides their evolution, like Mew, Mewtwo, Charizard 2?
Mew and Mewtwo were mutants. Like they weren't like natural Pokemon, right? They were experiments.
Sure. I don't know.
No, they were. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't get into Pokemon when it was coming out. I tried to.
They must fuck and reproduce. They've got to.
It just so happens to be that they're very unsuccessful with their sexual intercourse because there's only one of each. Unlike Star Wars, where there's several different Yoda species.
Oh my! Is there?
Very few. Very few.
Is there?
Yeah. What are you doing?
That was the houses that you asked me to look up. This is like
the property.
Area, so, yeah. It's just bomb like area. So.
Oh, now property.
Well, yeah.
Property.
These are all properties.
But this was specific to property. Proprietary property of the Pirate Peanut Butter Club.
How would I find the exact property you're looking for?
Zillow should have a proper... Okay, I'm sorry. Real quick, Zillow should have a property versus real estate. All right.
So you're talking about vacant land.
Vacant land.
Okay. You didn't say that on the
Possibly
phone. You didn't communicate.
Oh.
You didn't communicate.
You said you wanted a house. You didn't tell me you wanted your house to have doors. Well,
all right, moving on. What do you got down on the good old notepad over there?
I got a lot of shit, man. It's piling up.
I see it. It looks like an essay. I'm kind of worried. What the fuck?
All right, some of my early notes. One of them says, "Can you cry on command?"
I can't even cry when I'm sad.
I don't think I want to be that sad to get myself to cry.
I haven't cried in I don't know how long. A very long time.
You got to.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm so fucked up.
You got to. It feels so good.
It would help so much.
During the moment, you're like, why am I doing this? But afterward,
It gets out so much pent-up stuff that it would help, but I literally can't. I think my tear ducts are just dried up.
Yeah, but imagine not blowing your load for as long as you haven't cried for.
I almost cry every time I blow my load. That post-nut depression is huge, dude. Why did I do this?
A post-nut clarity.
Post-nut clarity, depression, post-nut anxiety, post-nut midlife crisis. It's all the same thing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You come to fruition, and then you're like, why is life so bad?
You come to porn, then you come to fruition, and then you ask yourself, why is life so bad? Yeah, that was one of the notes I had. Can you cry on command? But I don't feel like getting myself sad enough.
Can you cry on command? Like, do you think you could if you kind of not force yourself, but
yeah,
like you're making yourself cry?
I think I could, but that doesn't mean I would be good at it or it would be quick.
How quick is quick? Like 15, 20 seconds?
Oh, wow. Maybe
30 seconds?
Maybe like a minute or two.
That's still pretty quick. Like if you're preparing for like a scene in a movie,
but you
need a minute or two?
I'm going off of blind faith. Because I've never.
You want to try?
No, I don't want to get in that. I don't want to get in that stressful
Let's look over here.
headspace.
Oh, I don't got to think about much. I'm there immediately, but I don't know if I'll cry from it. I just got to focus.
I don't want to. No.
There's so much to think about that puts me there.
No.
All right, 1 second. They just start falling. My tears don't fall. They crash around me.
I would love a whole episode where you're just crying the whole time.
No! And I'm just talking normal like this. Just
so it was a great graduation. I brought tissues. That was one of the earlier.
Okay, the answer is no for me and probably yes for you.
I can finally delete it.
Delete that shit.
Oof, 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 oof.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Allegedly. So there is one thing that I have here. Bob Dylan.
What about him?
He is a folk singer, folk artist.
Yeah.
He sings songs on the guitar and vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he played Woodstock.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he did. I know who Bob Dylan is.
Bob Dylan?
Bob Dole?
Everyone must be stoned. You know that song?
I don't know that song, not off the top of my head.
So he is getting sued.
Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
For?
You ready? Ready. Brace your balls. And this is going to be fun.
Go ahead.
Fun topic. Alleged sexual grooming back in 1966.
How old is Bob Dylan?
He's old now.
What is he, in his 80s? 70s?
60s or 70s, but dude, I don't remember things from 10 years ago.
I mean, how many people are coming forward? Because
just one.
It usually starts with one and then moves on to obviously many more.
Just one. Oh, he's 80.
He is 80. Holy shit.
He's 80. He was born in 41.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably went on tour maybe less than 10 years ago. Oh, yeah, definitely less than 10 years ago. I know a friend that's gone to his shows before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, since I've graduated, so.
Got groomed, didn't go back. Yeah.
Got groomed, didn't go back. I don't disagree that probably back then when it was a lot less common for this kind of thing to be talked about, that it was likely that it happened, but you can't prove something that happened.
You still can prove
60 years ago.
Of course you can. It's much harder.
It's also easier to dispute, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's easier for him to say it never happened, and then it's going to be harder for her to explain. Like, it's going to be harder for her in general.
Could have been a him. Could have been a him.
Or a him. Yeah. I mean, either way.
His booty.
Dude, it could have been. Of course, it could have been. Him or her, or whoever's coming forward, it's going to be harder for them to prove something went wrong than it is for him to deny it, because he can just be like, yo, that was back in the 60s. Like, what do you guys expect? Like, it never happened. But then she's going to be like, she or he is going to be like, no, it was here. They're going to probably bring up details, like very specific details. And that's the only way they can get some merit, unfortunately, is like saying exactly where it was, when it was, like really down details, and then maybe find people that were also there that are still alive, and then corroborate it that way. That's the only way.
That's so crazy to me. My mom was born in 1966.
66? Yeah. My mom was born in 66 as well.
There's no way she remembers anything that long ago.
Dude, my parents remember shit from when they were kids, like in the 70s. So like when they were like younger than 10 and like around that age, like they remember shit really good. My dad has really good long-term memory. It's crazy.
I bet that Bob Dylan did more drugs than your parents and would remember less.
Yeah, he definitely did more. My parents didn't do any crazy stuff like that.
No, they just did like some cigarettes.
Did some cigarettes?
Cigarette drugs and Coke, coffee.
And some Coca-Cola and some coffee and some...
Coffee's what I meant to say. I don't know why I said Coke.
Coke? Well, I mean, they drank Coke. Yeah, like they still drink Coca-Cola, you know.
I think I would do maybe cocaine once or twice, but...
Nowadays, it's kind of like you might be getting some shit, you know? Like it's probably nowhere near as... I wouldn't say back then it was pure, but it was probably purer than it is now. You're getting stuff cut with... They're cutting shit to, you know, make more money and shit like that. So I don't know what you could be sniffing. Yeah. I've never done cocaine. I've always had like an interest, like, oh, it sounds like it could be something cool. I don't really have a super addictive personality, like huge like that. I don't think I'd get trouble doing it, but I don't know. Shit like that kind of doesn't scare me, but I'm like, is it really worth it?
Yeah, I mean, you associate it with a lot of negative things easily sometimes. So I think that when you think of yourself as a person, you're like, do I want to risk that?
Yeah.
And at least that's what I kind of think.
Like, why even do it, you know? Like, why Why even do it?
Why?
I'll be right back.
Tell us why. Comment below as to why you would do cocaine.
Top comment that convinces me to do it, we'll shout you out.
We'll pin it.
And I'll invite you to do some cane.
some Michael Caine. A little bit of Michael Caine.
There you go.
You get your cocaine.
Talk to Bruce.
Get your cocaine out of the thing, and you chop it up, and you give it a nice... And then you're Batman. That's how he became Batman.
Yeah, Batman wasn't... His super strength was because of the cocaine. His intellect was because he was always wired on coke.
Heck yeah. And
Bruce Wayne was a fucking loser, bro.
The villains weren't even real.
Bane was a figment of his imagination. The Joker, he literally looks like a figment. He's a clown.
Yeah, that could be.
It was all a psychological nightmare, dude.
Batman is driving around town causing destruction to the city. And that's why he's being chased by cops. Because he's high on cocaine.
Not because he's a vigilante that breaks things and does shit. It's because he's a psychopath on drugs.
He's a criminal. He's a criminal.
Yo, that's a good theory.
That would be a really funny interpretation that you could actually see, like a movie or a spinoff of Batman, where you see clearly what he's doing and who he's fighting, and then just it sucks you out to what reality is, and he's just beating up a random old person, like
a homeless dude on the side of the street, thinking it's the Joker.
You killed my parents.
Where's Rachel? Just punching a homeless dude. He's not even wearing a suit, like his bat suit. He's wearing like a sheet over his head or something.
Or he's naked with a black towel tied around him. He's like holding Rachel Ray. He's like, where is Rachel?
God damn. Yo, that's good.
On a cooking show when he's sober.
We got to pitch this to Robot Chicken or something, like somebody that does parodies like that. Family Guy, there you go.
Family Guy.
Seth MacFarlane, hit us up.
The more I watch that show, the more I realize how self-aware it is.
Very self-aware, dude. A lot of their humor is self-aware, which is good.
They get more and more self-aware as it goes.
Oh, of course they do, yeah. Those jokes are meta, dude. Those are meta jokes. Make fun of yourself, kind of like poke fun at known maybe issues or whatever that is up in your show. Yeah, it's a good show.
Did you ever watch that series that Seth MacFarlane did with Craig, the guy from The Office? Craig Robinson, I think his name is.
Which one's Craig Robinson in The Office?
He played Daryl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did a series where it was kind of Star Trek-y. It was live action.
A series?
Yeah.
Like a sci-fi series?
Yep. It was
Never
Star
even
Trek.
Heard of it.
I think it was Star Trek with a big chunk of comedy thrown in there.
Like it was actually Star Trek? No.
No. Not actually Star Trek. Was it Star Trek? Star Trek 4? No, it wasn't actually Star Trek, but it did have that big like group of people on a spaceship and they're traveling and they're all wearing the same spacesuits and shit like that.
So it was obviously heavily influenced by it, and it was supposed to be probably Star Trek, in general, but
you could easily rip it off without getting in trouble and just throw your comedy into it.
And they did like one season?
I don't think it was that successful because I don't remember seeing very many trailers for seasons.
Remember the name of it?
Something Spacey, dude.
Something Spacey?
Kevin Spacey, something Spacey.
No, not Kevin Spacey, dude. No.
I can find it for you.
Yeah.
Are you going to find it for me while I fill you in?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I got you.
Click. It looked okay. Anytime I see a commercial on cable television or anything where it's like, where it hits hard for the people that make the trailer, but for me, I'm not invested. I am just, I cannot be sold on a trailer alone. I just can't. It doesn't, if it's a movie, I can. Like, have you seen the new Eternals trailer?
I did. You like it?
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't really give a crap about Mexican men. X-Men.
What? The Eternals aren't X-Men.
They are mutants.
No, they're not.
Pretty sure they are. What are they?
They're just supernatural beings that were created to keep order in the multiverse, kind of.
They're not mutants?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of. And I actually looked up like kind of the stuff about them when I watched the final trailer that came out, this past week. And I looked up stuff because I was like, I want to see who they are. And they were made by
the Celestials.
The one above all or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And to keep order, but then they were told not to intervene in certain things and stuff. Because in the trailer it says, like, why didn't you help or fight Thanos and do all this shit? And they were like, we were told not to intervene.
We should watch
And they were like, by who? And they were like...
If I pulled it up here and we watched it, could you put the clip right here? Or could you gray it?
Gray it?
Yeah.
What's the point of gray? Like, I can't put it up because it's going to get copyrighted.
Come on.
I'll get fucked by Disney.
Come on.
In the booty.
Dude, I hate when other channels can watch and review trailers and then you put 10 seconds of a lightning game up and they take it down.
Well, it wasn't 10 seconds. It was a whole hour or like 45 minutes.
It was up for 10 seconds.
No, we had it up for the whole episode.
Right, but you posted
like the YouTube video was up.
They took it away.
It got copyrighted immediately, yeah. Was the show called The Orville? Because I remember that being like a space show. He was in it, right? Seth MacFarlane?
He starred and probably directed, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was definitely The Orville. It was 2016. Look here. Yeah. So I remember seeing this.
I don't see Craig Robinson. He was in it. Beep, 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 beep. You sure? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just put Seth MacFarlane, Craig Robinson, and you'll get it. Harry and the Hendersons was my favorite movie.
Craig Ferguson?
No, Craig Ferguson. So what are you telling me?
I liked Craig Ferguson, dude.
Comedy shows are not what they used to be.
No.
It's just news now, dude. I don't care.
Well, everything's political. Everything's news.
I want some jokes, dude. I want you to shit on left and right. Come on.
I don't think he was in this.
Oh, my God. No way, dude. Yes, of course. Just search their names together. IMDb it. Oh, he's done a lot.
I'm looking on his TV. He was not in it because this is his.
Oh my God! So my brain put this together.
Well, there is another African American in it that you might be.
No, I'm telling you. I think it was Craig Robinson. I didn't solve racism.
Is that who you're?
No, I'm telling you. I think Craig Robinson was in it.
That's not Craig Robinson.
What is that? Corey from That's So Raven and Corey's house?
I never watched That's So Raven.
Man, if you don't put the fucking picture up there with his face, I will be so upset.
That one right there? This
the
guy?
one where it's split down the middle.
Oh, this one. Okay.
I'll
put this up.
Corey in the house.
This is who we thought was Craig Robinson, everyone.
Oh, my God. No, I'm telling you, I think they did. Can you Google their names together?
I did, and nothing showed up. Oh, my God. It's so small.
Dude, check it out. Check it out. Look at our shirts.
What about them?
They fucking rip. I'm on this side on the lighter part of the wall, and I'm wearing red.
Wait, you're kind of... And look, the color of this shit.
And you're on the darker side wearing the white. Oh!
Yo, the contrast.
It's not even planned, folks.
No,
it's not even planned.
It was not planned.
I matched my friend Steven today, except I'm wearing the autumn version of what he's wearing, light blue and khaki. And then Nick here and I were yinging and yanging it. I gotta get another drink. We'll cheers it.
I need another one too.
Doing a bush?
Give me a bush, dude. Actually, no. Put it back. Give me one of the what's it called? Konas in there. Whoa! Oh, it's gonna go everywhere, dude.
On our place?
It's my stuff. That doesn't help. Yeah, it does. No, what does this do?
That's what the people that I ever met told me.
What?
The people I ever met.
Are we going to cheers and then open?
Fuck. Let's give an update.
Yeah, how's your...
Let's give an update on your boy.
How's your old-ass body doing? No, we get cheers, bro!
I got to open it first. Yeah. This time last week... Nice. This time last week, I was doing some back squats, and I was
taking some back shots?
I was taking some back shots, yeah. Looking behind me. I was at the gym. I was doing some back squats, high volume, low reps, not what I'm used to, and I heard a loud popping in my low back and stood up and said, that's not good.
That's not normal.
That's not good. And so racked the bar. Old man stood back up. And then it was one of the worst pains I've ever felt. I've had an almost ruptured appendix, and that's painful.
What do you think happened when you squatted?
I think, so I've done physical therapy, and I think that what happened is there was scar tissue buildup over the years. And what scar tissue does is, I'm not a PT, but I think scar tissue will build up when there is an injury, and it protects the injury from moving so that things don't get flared up. And I think what happened is I was moving a lot, several reps, and it moved a ton, and then finally broke through that wall of scar tissue. That builds up to make sure that you don't go in a range of motion that's painful.
Yeah.
Large pop, and immediately what happens is the body's natural response is to fill with inflammation so it can protect and guard. And that causes stiffness and lack of mobility.
I was going to say, yeah.
So I stood up. Oh, fuck. I think I'm done squatting. And I moved a little bit, dude. My range of motion was so limited, and I realized something was wrong. So I unracked the weight. I'm like, I already warmed up. So I hopped on some machines. I just did like a push, a pull, an overhead press, some quads, and I left. But I was in huge amounts of pain.
Yeah, and stiff as fuck. Yeah.
Stiff as fuck. This was last Sunday.
So it's exactly a week. It's Sunday right now.
Exactly a week. Yeah.
You're doing better, but it's still
better.
Painful, and you're still struggling with it. Mobility's still not at the max it could be.
I would say I've recovered less than 50%.
I was going to say, like, what is it, like 35, 40%?
40%.
Yeah.
40%. I've still got...
I guess that's not too bad in a week, though.
Yeah. But a lot of people think when you get an injury, it's just a tweak. I could tell this wasn't a tweak. I've tweaked that same spot before. And I think what it is it's a slight disc herniation to the back or to the front. And, or at least that's what that's what my PT tells me, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I just tell them the info, and they're like, "Well, this is probably what happened."
Is it your like lower back? Like
low back,
down?
It's like L4, L5, which is right before the lumbar ends, kind of right around where the hips are.
Okay, I can imagine how. I feel like I'd freak out if something like that. I heard a sound like that, and then the mobility. I don't like not being able to move without being in like immense pain. Like I've had bad mobility with arms and necks, like my neck and stuff, but imagine my back. Like, oh God, I can't imagine, dude. I'd just be anxious the whole time because I'm like, I couldn't move, you know?
I am anxious.
Sleeping would be terrible. Like,
sleeping has been
Do you
terrible.
sleep on your back now mostly right now? Like
I had no choice.
I was going to say you don't have a choice.
Yeah. Dude, just think about laying on your back and lifting your butt up for a whole week, and even still in the wrong situations, it's still painful.
Yeah.
And not just uncomfortable, but painful. Like when you raise it, you're like, I guess I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. I'm sorry. That's terrible.
No, don't apologize. It's my fault. You gotta start strengthening.
Did you have a bad
strengthening
form?
the low back.
Did you do a bad form? Or was it just the reps, like you were doing more reps and lower weight?
When you do compound movements, you're recruiting a lot of muscles for the exercise. And typically the muscles that start to fatigue first are the ones that are the weakest of all of the ones that are moving. And with this certain movement, my low back did start to fatigue and tire out first.
Okay.
So the low back just wasn't as strong as the rest of the body. Therefore, it's like, hey, we're done. More reps, we're done. More reps. And then it says, well, this thing's about to break.
You were riding like the failure line for a little bit, and it was like, we're okay, but stop. And then.
But I'm also not the guy. I'm also not the guy to go, I'm not a bitch. I ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
I ain't no bitch. Beast mode. Yeah. Listening
like
to
push. Like,
right.
You're not one to push for no reason. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this wasn't one of those things where I was pushing through. I do listen to my body, and I usually stop in a 2.
No, it's obviously abrupt, like, and unexpected.
Very unexpected. So if you think that I was lifting with 4 plates total, 2 on each side, you're wrong. I was lifting very lightweight. But it was just the right place at the right time,
position,
with the
right,
wrong
all that
movement.
shit. Yeah. Unfortunate, but You'll be better. I mean, I feel like in another couple weeks you'll be at 100% again. I'd say put it at like 3 weeks total time, possibly.
I think just based off of the recovery time so far, 1 week from today, I'll be mostly there, but I'll be nagging about a few things that are still not great.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But you'll be pretty much at probably full mobility, full strength, hopefully at least, you know.
Yeah, that's my old man story.
Yeah, enough of this fucking boring shit. Hey, what else you got in that?
That's my life you're talking about here. I got 40-20.
No, that's not what I'm asking. The notes!
That's my life you're talking about here.
Your life? Yeah, it was great. For the 7 minutes we talked about it, I don't even know how long.
Ay. I'm going to roll this dice because...
Roll the dice. Yeah, it's going to be a 4.
You know how when you go to Google, there is specific search and then I'm feeling lucky?
Yeah.
I decided to click on I'm feeling lucky.
What were you searching?
And nothing. I didn't search anything at all, and it just rolls.
I feel like it wouldn't bring anything.
No, for real. I hit I'm feeling lucky, and it brought up roll a die. What is that?
Oh, I guess that makes sense because...
He searches Google, and it takes him to Gmail.
Why does it take me to Gmail, dude?
Because I guess you do Gmail more than you do Google.
I just want Google, dude.
Oh, to Google. Yeah, I mean, if you're one of those people that's used Google, you see the I'm feeling lucky, and you think, I'm never going to fucking use that. I don't know where I'm going to end up. What is that?
Google a day. There's no right way to solve it, but there's one right answer.
A Google a day?
Solve what? Start playing.
I feel like this is how Jumanji started.
This whole thing, people start flying out. Yeah, that didn't work.
I'm feeling lucky. What is that?
Color picker.
Ooh.
It just gets me a color picker. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Why does it just bring up something?
That was lightning blue right there.
Was it?
Do it again.
Go Bolts! Do what?
Just hit I'm feeling lucky again. I don't get it. It's the same thing. So mine came up literally with...
so like when I go over it, it says, I'm feeling trendy. I'm feeling funny. I was going to say furry. That's a good sound effect for fur. I'm feeling stellar.
Ooh, cosmic. You better throw those up
Orion Nebula.
Nick, in a week, throw up some I'm feeling stellar photos, dude. Don't slack.
Don't slack. Here you go. I'll upload this one. This is a good one.
If you screen recorded, this would all be easier. Right?
Of course it would be.
You should. Make your life easier. It just follows what you're doing. You just pull it off.
Yeah, but it's too late now. Just kidding. It's not, right?
We're 6 days ahead.
Oh, God. It's all the way. Oh, God. Where's QuickTime? Where's QuickTime? Look. QuickTime? Right there. Okay.
No.
All right. Wait. This is QuickTime. All right. New screen recording. No.
Stop, dude. Stop.
What?
I don't know.
You said you wanted me to do this.
Episode 14, dude. We're halfway to 30.
Wait, what?
We're almost halfway to 30.
Is this going? It recorded the wrong screen. I think it recorded the wrong screen.
Folks, we're halfway to 30.
Oh, wait, no, it didn't.
All right, I want to know what you guys think about...
All right, I'm fucking done. I'm not doing this.
Marijuana. Let me know what you think about marijuana in the comments.
Where's this going?
It's going to the dispensary.
I will be soon.
Yeah?
When I get my medical marijuana card. Soon.
Dude, this marijuana is going to be like the second prohibition. You know, illegal.
It's going to be like this soon.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking, but was there like a big reason that the prohibition started? Was it a thing that people were trying to, or like the government was trying to push to
like
get
the ban on alcohol? I don't know.
To get an agenda.
How did that start?
I've heard that it was because someone was, a group was trying to get something, and then there was like a nice, solid black market of rebellion.
Really?
Yeah.
Nationwide constitutional ban on the production, importation, transportation, and sale of alcohol from 1920 to 1933.
What?
To end the trade on alcoholic drinks during the 19th century. They aimed to heal what they saw as an ill society beset by alcohol-related problems, such as alcoholism, family violence, and saloon-based political corruption. So it was based on a bunch of...
Political corruption?
I guess.
That's such a dumb excuse.
Nowadays, see, that sounds like a dumb excuse because it is. But back then, maybe it seemed a little bit more rational.
That's why we're so politically corrupt, dude, is the alcohol. This is killing our politicians.
Ban High Noons, ban White Claws, and guess what? We'll have Eden in the United States if we ban alcohol.
Utopia.
Just most of the population will commit suicide by the
honey.
the first month.
Milk and honey.
Which will cure the population crisis. Oh my God. Banning alcohol?
Yeah.
It's the cure.
Yeah.
To all our ailments.
Yeah, I don't think... never mind. It's a terrible statement.
What were you going to say? Okay, don't say it.
No.
Actually, I'll cut it out. Say
it.
It. I want to hear you say it because I want to cut it. And then I want to cut it so nobody knows, but I want to hear it. What are you going to say?
The show What If has Thanos in it. Have you seen it?
What is this? Wait, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah, it does, because Thanos wanted to do the snap to cut out half the population.
Because we were eating away at all the resources and killing
right.
them. Yeah.
But when you take a character like Thanos and everything that made him so intimidating and scary, of his mission, of getting all the stones, and then actually taking out half of humanity.
Yeah.
I think that this is so off topic. I think that once you show in the show Loki all the stones, several different stones, and several different copies of the stones because of the TVA, the Time Variant Authorities, it takes away most of the credibility of the movies before. Or at least the impact of the movies before. And then in this new cartoon, What If, they show Thanos, he still has the idea of like the 50% genocide.
Yeah.
But now he's this guy that's helping with the mission with Black Panther and then Yondu. It's just weird.
I've never even heard of that show, dude.
It's very new.
Honestly.
The second episode came out.
Did it?
Recently.
But it's not canon, is it? Like,
it's canon. It's coming. It's being released by Marvel.
So it is canon, but it's just an alternate.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's all these very pinnacle instances in the MCU, but something small and minute happens and it changes the entire course of what happens. For instance, Agent Carter, she ends up becoming the person that hops in the big thing and gets all the super serum. And then becomes Captain Britain or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
so she becomes Captain America.
Yeah, and then Steve Rogers hooks up with Stark, and then he's like the first Iron Man, essentially, with like his first suit.
Really?
Yeah.
This is in What If?
Yeah.
That's why the show is called What If, I guess.
It's cool. It's like super hypothetical.
Actually, I mean, I like the idea of the show. It's cool to have just these random fucking ideas happen and just see how they turn out. Is like every episode different like that, I guess?
Every episode is different. Cool. It's not in like a chronological story. It might be the same timeline at different times. It might be the same timeline at different...
But it's like an anthology where every episode is different, not really connected in a way.
Yeah, I almost said the same thing twice, but it's almost... You don't know specifically if it's the same timeline or a different timeline, but they have different characters that will cross or take over roles. You know the Collector in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
He ends up taking kind of like that bigger villain role from Thanos because he just ends up being some giant dude that has much more power than he does in the movie.
In the movie, yeah.
But they take Thanos and they rob him from all of this.
The stuff that he kind of stood for in the movies and his whole character development, I guess.
The whole Phase 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna turn that up.
No. It's, I mean, since I know what the show's about now, Mikayla's calling me.
Dude, that grill lid is not just infinite.
I saw that earlier. No. I saw that earlier. He did the same thing, and I was looking at it. Let me see if I can pick this up on my...
That's so annoying.
Hello?
Hi. Am I being recorded?
Yeah, at the moment, a little... I'm talking to you on my watch right now.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's up, Blake?
Christy and I, who are the only ones that watch this.
Hey, hang up now. Hang up. That's an insult.
I love you.
Christy and I are
Did you
the
hear?
only ones
She's
that
like,
watch this.
I said I love you. She's like,
I told him to hang up. It's not his fault. It's mine.
There you go,
insult
Mikayla.
me, I insult you.
there you go, Mikayla.
You insult me, I do. Back to the guy that was going to bomb the graduation.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
The big problem at hand is where's the Taliban? They're going to be here soon, man.
No.
They give us all. We give them all the resources.
We gave them a whole country, dude. We gave them a whole country. We're not talking about that. We're not a political podcast.
That's what everyone wants to hear.
We
about.
are not a political podcast.
Wait. How is war?
What?
How is a country being overthrown political? Don't call me you fuck.
Who was that?
I won't say. How? Okay.
Wait, what? Who was that?
Okay. It is political in a sense of, oh my God, it involves politics, but it shouldn't divide.
Wait, what?
It shouldn't divide left or right. Like me and you and I, we can both agree that's pretty fucked.
What, the stuff in Afghanistan?
That it happened, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, I can't argue to say, oh, so-and-so or so-and-so would have had a better plan. Either way, it was like you pull out, which is eventually the goal for every single war.
Well, do you see everyone says like we should have pulled out 19 years ago?
It's still the goal of every single war. It doesn't matter if it was now or if it was with a different with a president with a different standing. It doesn't matter. It's like it's still super hard to get out of there. Like you are the foundation of what's going on in that country, and then then you're gone, and then it's just collapse.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. See, I mean, there's so much shit.
It was gonna happen whether we thought it was or knew it was or didn't.
It's just
plan
crazy
for
how
it.
fast it happened.
Yeah,
So fucking fast. We left. Well, let's just take on over immediately.
yeah. No, it's
Like, what the
just
fuck?
Crazy. This is what the people want to hear.
No, we're not. No.
I mean, I don't think we can disagree on a single thing. Like,
No, I don't think we would either, but let's keep talking about prohibition and
the Dragon Ball Z
and
grapes.
senzu beans from Dragon Ball Z, and we keep drinking some High Noons and some Kona Island seltzers, and we keep it up.
When did you become country?
I didn't. I never did anything.
I
What are you
would
talking
keep
about?
it up.
I never said a country accent.
Rewind back.
I know I did.
And
I know I
keep
did.
it up.
I know I did. And keep it up.
Listen here. You take yourself some High Noons and you keep it up, baby. If you ain't moving to Texas, if you ain't at the lake, where the fuck are you at? Fight.
No, she's like, do you need Steven or Christy to pick up anything on their way?
Yeah, Maggie.
I'm going to say that.
Yes. Jake's fiance. Fiance.
All right, here we go. All right, you entertain for 2 seconds.
There happens to be a person, a pen pal that I have, and this pen pal is a part of the Taliban. And what they do is they give me...
Shut up!
They feed me information.
Stop talking!
They feed me information from the inside. And he said, here's what we're going to do. As soon as the U.S. leaves... I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be so charged, but it just happens to be charged, right?
Stop talking about this.
It's world news. World news. It's going to affect our stock markets. It's going to affect a lot of stuff. I mean, outside of like who's in charge, it's going to affect a lot of stuff. This will be a big moment in history books.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it will be.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. It will be. I don't think it'll be a whole chapter.
No, but it'll be. People will focus on it and say, "Look what happened the moment we left." It was the same week. It was like 2 days, and they just overthrew an entire country. The president or whatever of Afghanistan dipped as soon because obviously how unsafe it was. It was crazy how quick they overthrew it, honestly.
Some of the videos of like the large AC-130s leaving the airport.
The ones of the people trying to get on, and then the ones when it took off. Trigger warning if you don't, obviously nobody likes this shit, but whatever. Trigger warning there. People falling off the plane in that clip. Did you see that clip? The one of it taken off and then the two
couple hundred feet in the air.
Fucked up shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, dude. It's insane.
I don't know what kind of mindset you've got to be to think that you're going to hold on.
Look how bad it is there, dude.
For hours.
Hours?
And
Hours?
survive 30,000 feet in the air.
17 hours? I don't even know where they were going, but like, yeah, like what the fuck? Dude, obviously that means there was nothing, there was no hope if you stayed there. Like, I've never, and I don't think I ever will have that feeling in my...
I don't know their conditions, though.
That's what I mean. Oh, I don't know either. Like, it's crazy.
Shit can get bad here, but like I said, you go outside, you take a walk, you don't want to grab onto an airplane.
Exactly. It's fucking... I don't know what gets you to that point, dude. But I know what gets me to this point of having to pee so bad.
$30,000 worth of credit card debt and student loans. That's what gets you there. Or more.
Oh, how long have we been recording? Because,
not long enough.
Okay, then I will go to the bathroom quickly. Do you have to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Do you want to just run quickly? And we'll come back for another...
You're going to push me in your wagon? I can't run.
Oh, fuck.
I can shuffle. I can do a karaoke.
Okay. We will go, and then we'll record for a little bit longer. All right, welcome back. We had a little break there. Went for a
run.
A run.
We got to get more behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, we got to record stuff like that just to have in for a second.
We're doing some lemur leaping.
You were, I wasn't.
You stop your thing?
No. Shouldn't have been stopped. Well, that's cool.
Oh, well, it was stopped. It's only off by 5 seconds. Yeah, so lots of stuff going on in the Lawson household right now. So I'm fucked up with my back.
Yes.
My dad had to get surgery on his wrist for this giglio cyst.
And what did he have surgery for yesterday?
Oh, yeah. He had severe pain after a couple of days after coming home from the hospital. And he had to have surgery, and they told him he had appendicitis.
Acute, right? Not that it matters.
Acute appendicitis, yeah. Which is what I had.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Steven said. You had it like 5 years ago, right?
Uh-huh.
He showed me the picture of you like holding up your shirt, and your arm was broken at the same time, and you had like a bandage on your stomach or whatever.
Man, when you have appendicitis, life is just rough. You don't just have appendicitis.
Yeah.
You got something else going on, too. You've either got a broken bone in a cast and a shaved stomach, or you've got a ganglionic cyst and you're also wearing something on your wrist.
So is that like what he was having the fever from and shit? Like, obviously?
Yeah, it's an infection going on in his body, and his body was trying to fight it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm glad they found it, and I'm glad they found it before his appendix burst, obviously. Like, that's the ideal.
Once it bursts, you have...
Very small time.
Maybe a few hours.
Before it starts, like, getting a bad infection inside internally, and you get fucked. Yeah.
It can lead to death untreated.
And not even talking about how painful that is, I'm sure.
Oh, it's really
that
painful.
Shit bursting. Well, bursting, like, yours didn't burst, right?
Mm-mm.
But I'm sure it was still fucking painful.
Yeah.
So imagine if it blew up.
Imagine it might feel better. It might have felt better if it burst. Just be like, it finally burst. Oh, what is that? Hot dog. Biscuits.
I don't think it would feel better, but you kind of think like maybe there was some sort of there is some sort of like
relief
because of I don't know. Like,
yeah, but now you can probably tell something's wrong.
No, there's some internal bleeding and shit, and there's just infected blood going through your insides and shit. Yeah. Then you need really bad invasive surgery to clean all that out instead of just to take it out.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fuck that.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
I hope I'm sure the surgery went good.
Mm-hmm. Surgery went good.
Good.
I don't know if it's because of his age, but they're just monitoring him longer than they did with me for the infection.
Well, he is older, I feel like, for people to get appendicitis. I don't know if it matters on like age. Like, I don't know if because you were young, but like a lot of young people kind of randomly get it. I feel like it's random. Like, it doesn't really have an age group that it is synonymous with, but I don't know.
Yeah, the doctors I was with, they told me they couldn't put a reason why. I was reading online that it could have something to do with uncooked or undercooked meats.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Right. I mean,
like any meats, or like beef or
undercooked meats, and it wasn't specific to what kind of meat, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Might be a cop-out kind of explanation, you know?
If you breathe air too quickly.
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis is... If you have mesothelioma, appendicitis
we already
is for
did that.
you.
We already did that.
Yeah.
If you have suffered from mesothelioma, call 1-800-mesothelioma. You may be entitled to compensation.
Yes. You may be entitled to a large house.
Our class action lawsuit will give you $20 if you sign and wait 5 years for this lawsuit to be closed.
Yeah. Dude, my dad, when he had the surgery on his wrist, he was saying some funny shit, dude.
What, under, like, anesthesia and shit and the drugs?
Yeah, I think he was on some Percocet, but
Yeah.
there's another...
Molly Percocet. Percocet. Oh. There you go. Ooh.
The license plate's like...
It's vibrating so fast.
I was
Nice.
listening to the Workaholics guys' podcast called This Is Important. And he knew who I was listening to because it was a bachelor pad in our house when we were listening or watching Workaholics back in the day.
Oh, was it? So your dad was into the show? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good show, so.
We would have friends over and it would go Drunk History for 30 minutes on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
And then Workaholics. And we would be so lit. Just hella weed, hella liquor, too.
Damn! What kind of liquor?
Not remembering a damn thing. Probably Captain Morgan and some cheap shit. Yeah. So he knows their voices. So I was listening to it last week while we were... while I was meal prepping, which I do once a week. And I'm listening, and he goes, whose voice is that? So the guys from Workaholics? I was like,
He just
yeah.
knows it.
Yeah, it's the guys from Workaholics. He goes... That sounds like your friend Jordan Barefoot.
Jordan Barefoot?
I'm like, who's that, Dad? Who the fuck's Jordan Barefoot? He put two different friends' names together.
Who
and
is
made
Jordan?
A Power Ranger of a friend. I have a friend named Jordan, and I have another friend whose last name is Barefoot, and he's making shit
That's
up.
a pretty cool ass name.
That's the Percocets,
what the
dude.
Fuck? That's a cool ass name,
That's
though.
the Percocets.
What's the first name of the guy that is Barefoot?
Jared.
Jared Barefoot. Barefoot. Sorry.
Yeah, Jared Barefoot.
That smelled bad. Woo. Jordan Barefoot. I thought he was like saying Jordan Belfort, like from The Wolf of Wall Street. But no, he was just fucking with two different people in one name.
He was adding shit together. I'm like, dude, you're so high on Percocets.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was funny. He's having a pretty good time with just the Percocets.
Percocets are strong, dude. They definitely are. They're not something to be fucked around with. Take them as advised.
Yeah. So I was doing my meal prep, and he's supposed to be kind of resting, but he'll sometimes go outside and do stuff with his other hand.
What is that?
That's my phone. And
Is it a phone call? Who's calling you?
it's Steven.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
No.
On the podcast. Pick it up.
I'm oh my God, it's gonna ruin everything. It's gonna ruin the story. Hello.
Second.
Hey, what's up?
I'm trying to look for Conus for you. We're at Winn-Dixie. They don't have Conus. What else would you like?
Nothing.
It's for me.
Nothing. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, they don't have Conus?
No, they don't have Conus.
Do they have White Claw?
They got White Claw. They got a bunch of other ones too, but no Conus.
Okay, that's okay. Any kind of White Claw or seltzer or Bud Light seltzer will do.
Which one do you want? They got all those.
White Claw.
White Claw? Which one? You want the lime, raspberry, grapefruit, cherry, tangerine, lemon, watermelon, mango?
Two or three is fine.
Okay, I'll get two because I don't see three anyway.
All right, sounds good.
Deal.
Thank you.
Dude, first of all, just clarify. Mikayla texted me saying that they were on their way and they were going to stop if we need anything. And I was like, yeah, like pick me up some Kona. And then he calls you thinking that it's you that needs something? How does he get that?
I don't know. He imagines that you're an alcoholic with a full fridge full of alcohol. Why would you need anything?
That's what he thinks about me?
You probably upped. When is... Dude,
Is that what he confides in you with?
So many times
Is that what Steven
I don't know.
thinks of me?
How many times have I come... It's been a week or 2 weeks that I've come over and your mini fridge isn't full.
I always make sure there's something in my mini fridge. It's not always full, but...
Normally full.
Well, full... What is full? Like, you can't fit anything? Or it's like there's a decent amount?
You're the guy that buys 4 Bud Light seltzers because they're BOGO. 4 Bud Light seltzer packs.
No, I usually just buy 2 because it's BOGO.
Well, I've seen you buy 4.
Well, I don't doubt it.
Treat that grill, Brad.
Bro, that shit's going to fall off. He keeps...
You ain't know how to treat no grill, bro.
Bro, it's a community grill. Be nice.
You ain't know how to treat no grill.
Jesus Christ, man.
Neanderthals.
I wonder how your wife feels.
Neanderthals.
Sorry, I don't know. You could be a really nice guy. But
See? Easy to judge.
You're not treating the grill nice. Dude, he threw it over once and you didn't see because you were talking, and I looked and I was like, that shit's bouncing.
It almost closed
and then
back
you
on him.
saw it too. He's done it like 4 times. Who does that with a grill? I usually and wait till I find where it's going to stop, and then I let go.
I let it burn my eyebrows and forearm.
But he goes like, what? He does it the safest way for himself, I guess, but...
Yo, that shit hot. These cords are long enough. Let's go ask him. Like, excuse me, sir.
It's just...
what is your problem? Because this is
not a problem.
This is not a problem. And what are you doing?
Yeah, we can go right to that window. I don't know if these windows open. I don't think they do.
Definitely don't.
No? They're all just solid windows?
Yes. No, they don't open. Yes, they're solid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What else you got that we can maybe wrap up on if, a little bit of conversation?
Have you seen the new the Batman trailer?
How new is it? Because I feel like most of them up to...
The Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah. But how new is the trailer?
They had a teaser and then they had a trailer.
Oh, so it's probably what I've seen. I've seen everything that came out about the movie. Unless it was a week ago or something like that.
Good, right? I
think it looks great. I like how dark it is,
darkness,
theme wise, and all that shit. And I think he looks good as Batman so far. And I also like Robert Pattinson. I just recently watched The Lighthouse with him and Willem Dafoe.
Oh,
it's that A24 movie. It's black and white. It's in 4:3.
Nice.
Mikayla and I watched it. It was a fucking crazy movie, dude.
Yeah,
but it was both of their best performances almost of their careers, which is crazy.
Nice.
But I think he looks good as Batman. I do.
I think so too, because he's like a weird, reclusey, kind of disturbed person in a lot of his roles. Mm-hmm. Or at least he is as a dude, because he plays Edward Cullen, and he's just like this little dramatic, smolder-looking guy. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So he's a great actor. He really is. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he'll do well. But, I'm a huge fan of the Christopher Nolan Batman movies with Christian Bale. I feel like he did a great job. Everything was great. Even including, the other movies, not just, The Dark Knight. Batman Begins was great. I loved it. And then Clooney ones?
Ones.
Sorry.
Well, Batman Begins for the Christopher Nolan movies. Yeah. Those 3. All of them were good.
All of them, yeah.
But, I don't know. I like the older movies. Whatever.
That's what I was raised on, was the Clooney Batman.
I think I probably was
Bat
too.
Nips Batman.
With the nips, yeah. Why even add nips to a fucking suit?
You gotta throw the bat nips up there.
Okay, I'll throw up a picture of some bat nips.
Dude, they're so sexist. They throw up the guy bat nips, but no chick.
But no chick nips. Yeah, because that would be porn, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Men can have their shirt off, but women can't. Free the nipple.
Yeah.
Here's some chick boob. No, I'm just joking.
That's my
This
side
is YouTube.
boob.
If you want to see that, look at it.
Check out our OF.
That's my side boob.
You like that side
Good
boob?
night, everybody.
Well, you shouldn't, because that's my side boob. Yeah.
Good night, everybody. That's a good episode.
So
man.
I'm excited about that new The Batman movie because it is dark. It reminds me of the Arkham games.
Yeah, I never played them, but I know how the games are, and it does. The trailer where he beats the shit out of that guy, and there's no music, there's no sound effects, it's just him beating, and it's just bruh. It's it's vicious, which Batman is vicious.
It's
so
satisfying too.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think these will be rated R?
I don't know. Just because they're dark, I don't know if they will be rated R, but I will see them because I still haven't seen the Batman and Superman stuff yet.
You haven't seen any of those?
No.
Like the Ben Affleck movies? Really? Dude, I think he was fine.
Okay.
I'm still on Christopher Nolan and all that, but I don't know. He did fine. Those movies aren't as bad as they get reported as, but they're definitely not the best either.
Well, that's the whole reason I didn't see it, because there's a lot of people that were talking about how not great it was, and they said stuff personally, which is subjective.
Subjective, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you're not missing anything.
What about Man of Steel? Have you seen that?
No, but I heard that's one of the better DC movies.
Listen,
right?
so when Man of Steel came out, obviously that was the first Superman movie in like the DC universe kind of thing, his origin story. People shit on it like back in the day. It was shit on. And now it's got like, I wouldn't even say a cult following, just a following in general about how everyone is in the comments of these clips on YouTube saying this is such like an underrated movie, and like people talk shit back then, but this is so good. The movie is so good, dude. Like the music, the cinematography, the way they kind of but grow his character through the movie. It's not perfect in any way, but it's a really good Superman movie. I think so.
Do you like him more with or without a mustache?
Well, the dude is a perfect specimen of a man.
Henry Cavill.
He is perfect. He also he plays PC games. He builds PCs. He's a gamer for his whole life. So like, he's also one of us.
Hey.
He seems like such a cool dude, bro. But I don't know. Probably without a mustache for Superman, of course. Like Superman is clean cut all the time. But he looks good as fuck with facial. He looks good as fuck if he was punched in the face 1,000 times. So
on the edge of death.
yeah. So I don't know.
This is so Asian.
I'm a big fan of him. He was really good in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. too, which is a great movie.
Man from what?
The Man from U.N.C.L.E. or The Man from U.N.C.L.E. or something like that. It's a spy movie.
I used to be your uncle.
It's a remake.
Now I'm your man.
There you go.
I used to be your uncle. Now I'm the man that watches you as you take out the trash. Makes you nervous. You don't know if he's a good guy or just strange.
Who are you thinking of when
He's
you're
still
talking
your
right
neighbor.
now? Who are you thinking of?
Thinking of your uncle.
My uncle?
Thinking of your neighbor.
My neighbor?
Thinking of your man.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
The man from Uncle.
It's a good movie. You should watch it.
Such a weird name.
Weird name of a movie? It's a remake, so it's an older movie that they remade. But he was in it. He was in a CIA agent. A really good movie.
Was that movie A Star is Born a remake too?
I don't know.
I heard that.
I don't know if it was
a remake.
original. Like that movie wasn't the original thing, but I have not yet seen that movie, and apparently it was very good. Which, I mean, I really like Bradley Cooper, and I like Lady Gaga. She's great. I like her music. She's a pretty good actress. She was in American Horror Story. She's pretty good. But
really, really big name for that series, I think.
Oh yeah, huge.
Probably one of the highest paid.
Oh well, I mean, Hotel was a huge season when it came out, mostly because she was like the front runner for like their advertising and shit, like that she was in it, and then she did a good job, and then of course, I'm sure she was probably the highest paid, and she never came back. Actually,
There might have been a contract for 1 or 2 seasons.
I think she might have made an appearance in another one, but
Roanoke. She did Roanoke.
Was she in Roanoke?
Yeah, she was some sort of woodland goddess.
Really? So not a huge part, obviously.
She was in 3 or 4 episodes.
Smaller. Okay. Well, I mean, that's not too bad, I guess. But I wasn't huge into that season. It wasn't my favorite.
Have we ever ranked the seasons on the podcast?
Of American Horror Story? No.
Yeah?
And I love this show, dude. But
so American Horror Story is a TV show if you live under a rock. Mm-hmm. It is a TV show that has almost all the same actors each season. They kind of rotate now and again.
Yeah.
But each season is different with its theme. And Ryan Murphy is the director. He's a really great writer. And he does a good job at making each season unique, but having small Easter eggs of the previous season with other seasons. And it's really good.
It's cool.
It gets cheesy and campy.
Oh, yeah.
Really cheesy and campy. But it's a good series.
It is kind of an anthology, which, like you said, every season is different. But they have had a few seasons that are connected. So I guess it wouldn't be traditionally an anthology because that breaks that kind of category. But it still is. Like, some of them don't coincide with each other, but then there is multiple seasons where this character that's played by somebody else is somebody else, but it's played by they play the same characters or different characters, same actor, but they're different people in the story. So it's a little confusing, but they do a really good job with mingling those seasons and stuff. And I mean, I've always loved the show. I really have.
That character cross season thing got really popular or really prevalent in the Apocalypse one.
Well, that's when they crossed.
Yeah.
Like, actually, that's what I was going to say is like there was never any cross timeline thing with the show up until 7, which was Apocalypse, when they joined 3, which I think Coven was. I think Coven was 3.
Actually, Apocalypse was 8.
Was 8? What was 7?
Cult.
Yeah, see, that one wasn't that great either.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was like
it was
more
cool,
realistic than
because
all
it was
the other ones.
modern. It was based around literally the time that was going on the year prior. So it was very it was very relatable.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I mean, I don't think it was bad. I didn't get into it as much as I got the other ones. I did like Apocalypse. Mikayla didn't like it too much, but I liked it because I liked the characters already, and they were characters from Coven, which I think was 3, right? Coven was 3?
Yeah.
So Coven was 3, which was about, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but whatever.
Well, how would you rate them from, I'll give them to you here.
Okay.
Murder House, Asylum, which is the scary face guy.
Oh, I know all these, trust me.
Coven,
Yep.
Freak Show, Hotel, Roanoke, Cult, Apocalypse, the newest one, 1984,
yeah.
and then a new one coming out we haven't seen.
Okay, so I have not seen 1984.
It was pretty good.
You watched it?
Yeah, it got real cheesy, but it was also actually really entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty psychological, like Ryan Murphy likes to do.
It was like, because it's like, it reminds me of based on like
80s flicks.
Friday the 13th and shit like that. Like,
yeah, well, it was super 80s kind of. I think what happened is when Stranger Things jumped into the 80s and everyone was obsessed with how reminiscent it was, a lot of people jumped on board with that. And American Horror Story was one of them.
Oh, probably.
And I think that they just went, all right, we're just going to dump 80s all over it.
I mean, it's got good reviews this season. The season did great. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I remember it came out and I was like, I'm not super interested. Not super interested, but it's different. It was a kind of a different like thing they were going for. And I was like, oh, maybe it's not going to be that great. I think Mikayla watched some of it or all of it and said it was good. So my ranking at the moment would be, if I'm just saying my favorite, would be Hotel is my favorite of all time. And then...
Didn't watch the whole thing.
And I know we've talked about it, and I know you guys aren't a huge fan, but I would say Hotel is my favorite. Murder House is probably my second. Maybe Asylum after that.
Asylum is good.
Asylum is very good. And then I would say maybe Apocalypse, Coven, Freak Show, Roanoke, Cult, and then I haven't seen 1984, so I can't really rank that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty solid.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a thing for Hotel because when it came out, I remember like watching it live and I was like, this is legitimately scary. Like kind of fucked up shit. All the other ones are, yeah, creepy, but like that was the scariest one I feel like they've ever came out with. I feel like just borderline horror, weird, scary, gory. And I don't know. And it was really good. I don't know. I just liked it.
Yeah. So
it was weird.
For me, Murder House was a good way to introduce the whole series.
It's one of the best seasons.
Asylum was a good way to make you realize that it was a very unique TV show.
It wasn't a one-hit wonder. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It can be continued. Yeah.
Right. And they had a good twist at the end where it wasn't just, okay, the series is ending and then the season's ending and they got real weird. Coven was a good way to show like some girl power and show the dynamic of like a lot of the female actresses.
And Coven wasn't super scary at all. It was very, I don't think it was scary at all.
Like
honestly,
in a way, it reminded me, and this sounds kind of weird, but it kind of reminded me of Star Wars where you decided to get invested in what they were doing, I guess. You know, the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Some good character development because one girl leaves and then joins a group that feels more accepted in. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of like an Anakin-ish sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the parallels there, yeah.
So I would probably rank it if I had to sit down and watch one first and it was out of order. I would say I definitely like Roanoke a lot.
Do you really?
Yeah. It's jump scary.
So I did somewhat watch it more. I feel like we watched it, Mikayla and I, but I feel like I've watched it somewhat recently in the last year or so, and mostly at least. And it's better the time that I've watched it now, and I think I'd like it even more, like maybe like a second or third time watching it all the way through. So I get it, but that's your favorite overall?
Yeah, we've watched it a few times. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. What's your second?
So I would go Roanoke. I would go Asylum.
Good. That was a good choice.
I would go and do Murder House.
Good. Great choice. The first two are they're top 3 in general. Yeah. The first two.
It's tough between Cult and Freak Show. Because they're both pretty good.
Freak Show's a great, like, character development's amazing. Yeah. Acting's amazing. It's like more emotional than like scary. It is scary, emotional. But it's a very emotional season. I did like Freak Show a lot. I don't know why. Maybe
Cult was intense. So I will go with Freak Show, Cult, and then I mean I guess I would go Freak Show, Coven, and then Cult. And then 1984 is in there. I didn't like it the least, but it was still more. I don't know. It was good.
What about Apocalypse?
Apocalypse. I didn't even get to finish it, or Hotel. So I didn't get to finish those two.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
It's all
Apocalypse
good stuff.
was good, dude. I like the crossover. That's what I like. I like the character crossovers and stuff.
Well, you either loved it or you hated it, I think.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm sure a lot of people didn't like it. Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yep.
What was the time difference there?
For what? What do you mean?
4 years. 4.5 years between Apocalypse and Coven.
Yeah.
So you waited 4 years to see the same character come back.
Well, the crossover, yeah. And then like people that died in Coven came back in Apocalypse, and there were like some revives. Spoiler alert, whatever, you won't know, but like yeah, it was a decent amount of time to see some people, so it was cool. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed that season surprisingly. So,
have you seen anything of the new one coming up? The double feature?
I see that, but I feel like I've seen it, but I haven't. So Lily Rabe is in it.
Lily Robbie. Fuck.
Is that her last name?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know. And then Fit Whitrock, which
Finn Wolfhard, dude.
Shut up, dude. Evan Peters is in it.
Yvonne Peters.
I hate you. Francis. Dan, I love that they always have the same actors and actresses, man. It's so nice. Because they're all so good. They're all really good. And they know like what the acting should be in this type of situation. I don't know. It's really nice.
Dude.
By the way,
remember the
we have no camera at the moment. The SD card's full. It's been in more than an hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
So
do you remember we're
running on audio, everyone. Enjoy it.
Do you remember the maid from the first
Yeah. Which one? The old one or the younger one?
The younger one.
Yeah, she was hot as fuck.
She was hot as fuck.
Yes,
dude.
hot as fuck. Is that her?
Yeah. She looks good.
What's her name?
Hair. Alexandra Breckenridge.
Damn, that's an ugly name.
She was also in
what was she in?
She was also in The Walking Dead when they got to that big
never watched the show.
Community or like
she was?
Yeah, she was a blonde. She was
my favorite hair color.
She was with a guy, and then the main character Rick was like, "Hey, I kind of like you." And they started getting some chemistry, and then there was a huge fight between her real husband and Rick. It was so good, dude.
Did she die? Obviously, she died eventually.
No.
Still alive?
Guess I'll get mobile with it.
We're not on video, so.
Guess I'll get mobile with it. How long have we been off video?
I would say maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Fuck.
What's up? Is it recording?
Yeah.
Give it to me. Give it to me. There you go.
Well, that's a good way to end it.
It's a good way to end it, boys.
Good way.
Here, boy. We're ending it.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a good episode. You know?
It's been long.
A little bit of rabbit trailing.
No, we're good, dude. This is I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think so.
Some rabbits, some trails.
What does that mean?
Some rabbit trails.
What does that mean?
Some tangents.
Tangents. Okay, I know that word.
So, episode 14 is in the books. I want you to share this episode with someone that you are friends with. And if you hate them, if you hate someone, also share it with them. Because they're going to be so mad you shared this ridiculous podcast.
Exactly. If they don't like us, please share it.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week with an all-new episode. And maybe a new location. Who knows? Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Not even us.
All right, y'all. We're going to go take it easy and drink some more.
Drink some more. Good night.
Good night.